Today we're going to talk about a defensive midfielder, number 4. Um, when we don't have the ball, out of position. As defensive midfielder, you must be tactically aware. You're at the heart of the team, so you have to hold everything together and allow other players to express themselves. Quite often, you have to be in the right place at the right time. So let's talk about this situation in here. So what we got, your main job is to cover this space between the midfield and the defense. Right, let's say that the opposition, they're playing with one striker, or sometimes they play 4-4-2. You're gonna be playing against 2 strikers. Right, the creative player is in this position. Your job is to don't allow the pass going through to those strikers. You have to cover the gap between the midfield and the back line. Screen the center back all the time. And sometimes you will get that ball passed to the striker. As soon as you got the ball going to the striker, make sure you're gonna create this 2v1 and cover your center back to get the ball out from danger area. So ideally, you're here to support the back line, either by intercepting the ball. Doing so, sometimes you have to anticipate the pass so you can intercept it, or by double up with the center back if the ball goes through, or sometimes when you are close to the playmaker or one of the opposition player who got the ball, close him as soon as you can. If you're close to him, try to win the ball, and don't be shy to tackle hard. Show them that you are there and you are going to try and make it really hard for them. Physicality is very important in this position. Something we have to keep in mind as well about defensive midfielder. Try to be central. Right? This is your area. Try to play in this area. Having said that, sometimes you are pushing up, for example, right? Then your left back is up, right? Then winger got the ball. So yes, ideally you're gonna shift now. So ideally you're gonna cover, but make sure that you got the cover in the middle. If you haven't got the cover, stay there, right? Because this is your priority. But if you got the cover, you go and cover your fullback position. But as I said, try to be central. The reason behind it, if you got empty space in here in the middle, you will suffer. Your team will suffer because you're not protecting the space, and then the opposition, they will use it. So make sure you'll be central. Also, as number 4, I have a discipline. So as we say again, your job is to cover the fullback. Let's put that one back in here. As I say, you have to cover the fullback. So make sure you don't push up when you don't need to. There is no need sometimes while pushing up. It's all to do with your instinct. Sometimes you don't have to push up for sake of it, right? If you're gonna push up and then they're gonna break our attack. Your back 4, they're not having any protection in here, and then it's gonna hurt them. Remember your back 4, they are relying on you, right? They cannot defend without you. So you have to know when to push up. But sometimes, even though if you push up, right, and then they got the ball away from you, from one of your teammates, have that stamina to drop back quickly. Go central again, because if you look at it, I mean, this area is where most of the game is played, all right? Push up. If you push up, then make sure that you've got the stamina to come back to your position and then protect those for defenders. So because the attack is on the front of you, right? You have to be very, very vocal. You should communicate with your teammates loud and clear. Tell them where to be. Are they organized? Are they marking? So give them the instructions. Don't be shy. So lastly, remember, this position was introduced into the game by the name of stopper. For that reason alone, you are stopper at the end of the day. You should stop any build-up in the middle that will hurt us. Intercept the ball, tackle, and then sometimes you're going to end up having the ball thrown, long ball thrown to the strikers. Be ready to hit the ball. So you got to win the ball no matter what, on the ground or on the air. Hopefully you enjoyed my analysis of defensive midfielder out of possession. Thank you very much.